That's not bad. That's my accent. Hey, welcome to the continuing winemaker series here at Wine of the Month Club. And honored, privileged, excited to have Piergiorgio. What do you think of that?
Buongiorno.
Yeah, it's buongiorno. Thank you. From Castellani.
Castellani wine.
From Castellani Winery. And you guys know Castellani Winery because we have featured 2 of his wines so far, and we have others on the water already. But we'll go into the wines in just a second. But it's just exciting to have you here. You're traveling in America.
Yeah?
Where have you been?
I'm traveling all around the States, but preferably in California because of the sun, because the nice ocean side, yeah.
Yeah, you picked a good
Yeah.
week to come, right? It's 85 degrees, there's sun outside.
Yeah.
Have you been on the East Coast this year, so far this trip, or no?
Yeah,
New York?
yeah. I've been in New York, I've been in the Midwest, and now traveling around here on the West Coast. Yeah.
And you're just showing people your wines, tasting?
Wine dinners.
Boy, that's a lot of
Yeah.
work.
It's a real wine tour all around the States.
You know, people think that we have such a great job, we taste wine all the time, but you know, that kind of travel and tasting and eating and tasting, it really actually is.
Yeah.
hard.
But I kept feeling.
You're doing great.
Yeah.
It's hard to eat all that.
Yeah,
and it's very good. Now, your son's here. We're going to introduce him in a second. You're 5th generation.
Yeah.
And so that would be about when did the winery start?
Actually, the family is a very antique family of Tuscany. Since the time of Dante, we are producing wine, Dante Alighieri, the Divine Comedy.
That's amazing.
But we started to export our wine in 1903, so this is more than 100 years that we do export wine abroad. Thanks to the basket flask, the famous Chianti flask, that permit the wine travel all around the world because the bottle was protected by the straw.
Right.
So this is one of the reasons why Chianti became so famous.
That's a really great story. So back then, same properties.
Yes.
It's grown maybe more hectares, but as far as generally the same part of Italy that you've been in all this time.
Yes, Tuscany is one of the most famous wine production region in the world. Yeah.
You've seen some amazing changes, I think, you've seen in the wine business, no?
Yeah.
So let me introduce your son. What was his name?
Giacomo.
Giacomo. Come on in. I want you to bring the map. This is like Carol Merrill from Outstanding. Well, you can pull it down. Say hi to the people. There you go. This is the map of Tuscany, and here's the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
Yeah.
And your winery is where?
This is Florence.
I see.
And this is Siena. And
great town.
Just the famous wine region here. We have Bulgaria on the coast, where most of the super Tuscan wines are produced. And we are here, just 20 minutes by car from Bulgaria area, but still on the Chianti.
It's still in the Chianti.
Yes,
Chianti,
the famous Chianti classical region is between
right
Florence and Siena.
Right.
And
Siena, great town.
we are still on the Chianti, but a little bit further on the coast.
So you get a little offshore winds here still, and you get some different...
Great luminosity, thanks to the reflection of the sun on the seaside, and we are on the Arno Antiques slopes on the hills.
Beautiful.
And we can produce Sangiovese-based wines with less acidity, more round, mud body. We are enjoying a great success of this style of wines.
So this is the winery in here. Now, where's the guest house? For guys like me to show up and come.
Yeah, guest house is exactly in Crespina, here where we live. Yes.
Perfect, thank you. Now, let's see, Milano's way up here now.
Milano is
way
up here, Venice over here.
Way over there, right.
And we are in the central Italy.
We're going to come see you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Well, we also, the wines that you've tasted here at Wine of the Month Club, 2 of them are made by the Castellani family. First, we're going to taste the Sangiovese from Puglia. So this is property you have in Puglia, a facility you have in Puglia, which is in the south of France, which used to be known for its bulk quantities, large quantities of wine, but now it's been much more refined, and the wines are getting
absolutely the famous Primitivo grapes. And Sangiovese also is a very nice region for production of the Sangiovese. Sangiovese is one of the most popular grape in Italy. It's the basic grape all Tuscan wines. But in Puglia you can produce a very juicy, nice Sangiovese, easy drinking.
It's gorgeous.
Nice
full body for the price. And I actually took this to a very famous Italian restaurant in Hermosa Beach, down by the beach area. And he goes, "Where'd you get this?" I said, "You want it? I'll sell it to you." So he bought 3 cases, like right there on the spot, for his house pour, for Sangiovese, for his house pour. He loved the wine, and it's very reasonable, great value. And you're right; it's got a lot of juicy component.
Yeah.
Different than what is its Chianti counterpart would be.
Yes, because going to the south you have more sun, and so you can obtain more concentrated grape. Especially with Sangiovese, it's very important to have such a concentration because as a grape that in Tuscany is used mostly for wine for long aging potential, while in Puglia it does produce very nice easy drinking wines, also when they are young.
Not as much acid, not going to last as long, but currently very drinkable. In fact, this wine, it has rounded since we've had it, and we've had it about 3 or 4 months now, right? It's actually changed in the bottle considerably, and I think it's going to continue to change. Gorgeous wine. I've had great success with it, and I think I'm going to take it to more Italian restaurants and let them taste it for them, you know?
And most important, this is a great food-friendly wine.
It's very food-friendly. I'm going to have some, I feel like pizza right now.
Yeah,
a little red
pizza,
pasta. So the other wine that we tasted, now we featured this a little while ago. This is the 2009 Colasensi. Now, Colasensi is a small district of Chianti Classico.
Yes, Collis is the Chianti that it is grown around the Chianti Classico area.
Yes.
That is the most famous antique area for production of Chianti.
And what is it, how does it set itself apart from straight Chianti or even another district of Chianti? Is it richer? Is it more earthy?
It is more classic.
I know I liked it, that's why I bought it, right?
Yes.
Boy, the nose on this is so, there's so much going on in the nose, you know? Very complicated.
You have primary aromas and secondary aromas.
Yes.
So you have more complexity than Sangiovese from Puglia. It's an intriguing wine, especially for Chianti wine lovers.
Wow. Layers and layers and layers.
Yeah.
Nice acid finish. Now, so we're not, the grapes are grown in the Colasensi, but they're brought to your facility in, on the west? Is that the way?
Yes, we have a antique property in the Chianti Classico, right in the middle of the Chianti Classico. So we take advance from that property where we have a crushing facility.
Oh, you crush it right there?
Yeah, to grow grapes around that area that are brought there to produce the Colasensi selection.
This has changed as well. This is really good. They're getting a little tobacco. I'm getting a little chocolate. It's
Exactly.
Really
Yes.
gorgeous wine. And so I noticed in your packaging here, you have quite a few brands here. I mean,
Yeah, yeah. Those are our main top wines coming from our 5 vineyard estates, the Campomaggio that I was mentioning now in Radden Chianti. Then we do have another 4 estates on the coast area,
yes.
close to the famous Super Tuscan production area. And we are producing reds, Super Tuscan reds. We are producing Chianti, Chianti Superiore, some very interesting whites. There's a blend of Traminer and Trebbiano. We are
great.
producing, most of our wines are organic, from organically grown grapes.
Now, your Super Tuscans, are you using Cabernet or using Syrah? What are you putting in there?
Yes, we use mostly Sangiovese, that is the most traditional grape from
Right.
Tuscany, and we blend with international varieties like Cabernet Sauvignon and Merlot. But anyway, keeping the very Tuscan style.
All gorgeous wines.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to have you here today, and I had a chance to visit with you and taste some of your wines again, and I want to taste some more. So Ciro's going to bring me some more wines. Thank you for being here.
Thank you very
Welcome.
much.
See you next time.